with the team aspect. I do. I think players, their natural instinct is to listen. I want to play. I want to win a national chip. But when's the last time we've seen someone like Zion? I mean, Zion has always been ever since high school into college. It's always been Zion is bigger than college basketball. This guy is a freak of nature.
How tall is he? 6'7"?
What is he? 6'7", 250, 60?
I
mean,
big.
It's unbelievable.
When have we seen this size?
I mean, the man he's so
it's
strong.
ridiculous.
He's ripping out of shoes. I mean,
Exactly.
When's the last time we've seen this? And if you're Zion's, does he have an agent already? He definitely has.
Yeah,
He definitely has to have an agent.
His agent is definitely in his ear. He wants him to hang him up. But I mean, listen, I hope to see more of him because I love watching him play. But this man is a future in the NBA. He's got a shoe deal waiting for him. He's got a lot of things on the horizon. Is he bigger than this college basketball scene? Maybe.
Honestly, and I definitely agree with that because, honestly, if he
didn't have to play, if the one and done rule wasn't in play, he would have went straight.
He would have already been gone. So so now that this question arises, should he play or should he sit out? Maybe you're right. Maybe he should sit out because if you sit out, whether you come back or not, you're a guaranteed first rounder. So without a doubt, you're gonna get drafted. But if you do come back, you do run the risk of maybe re-injuring that knee. Who knows?
I like the fact that we disagree because this is actually intended to be a debate show.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I'm team first. It's team first. That's what makes basketball.
No, I agree with
that.
It's
a team. If he can play, why would he sit out? You know where that? All right, so he sits out. What does that do for every player on the court? Knowing that their best player is not playing because he's worried about his stock in an NBA draft. What does that do to a team's psyche? What does that do to a team's conglomerate? All that. Composure, all that. Knowing that your best player who made you this much better is not playing, not because he's not healthy, but because he's worried about his draft stock. I think that messes up Duke. I think that literally puts a stamp on them not winning the national championship. Because when he was not playing in this game, they didn't stand a chance. R.J. Barrett, even though he had a 32-point game, it was an ugly 32-point game. So I just believe that, as a team person,
they need Zion.
They need Zion, and Zion, if he's available, he should be available.
He's just got to worry about it. If he comes back and plays poorly, it hurts his draft stock for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Michael Porter Jr. He got a back injury in his first 2 minutes when he first
he was going to be the number one pick.
And then he comes back to the tournament, and Scott said he played awful.
Yeah,
in one game, he was supposed to be the number one pick. He'd hype going into the college basketball, and comes out into the draft, and he's the 14th pick by the Nuggets. So it sucks for these players that they have to go through that, but it is a part of the process, and you have to weigh all these options out.
That's true.
I do think his agent, like you said, is telling him sit out, But
I feel like he will come back. There's something in me that's telling me he wants to.
If you're a competitor,
support the team.
If you're a competitor, you want all the time you can get playing on the court as a competitor. If I was which I am, a radio personality, which I am, and my voice got messed up on one episode, and I got a big radio show coming up in the fan, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess my voice up no more, cause I'm been losing my voice every episode, and it got to a point where I gotta rest so I could get to that big show that I got. But me loving what I do on the radio, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do these episodes, get better, get as much better as I can, improve on my side, cause I also gotta improve. There's always room for improvement. By him being on the court, he can improve his game along with that. So I'm coming here on the radio, I'm improving my stock. And then I get to that point where I'm like, all right, now we going to the next level. That's what I think he should do. If he really loves the game of basketball, which I do believe he do, he will want to play. He will want to bring a championship because that's what you play for. To win championships and to go on to each level that you can go.